Hello and welcome, eager eyes and Google's users. Today, as we announced, we are going to talk to you about the new scholarship from Google. It's the new challenge. It's called Android Dev Challenge. So let's start showing up what today we are going to tackle. I will now start sharing my screen. Yep. And here we are. So on the 24th, Google announced in their Android show, they announced the Jetpack Compose. It's now in beta. So they told us to make sure that you can now use it in production. It's not. It's now stable, and you can do a great job with it. To learn more, we can just click Learn More, and we'll go into this landing page, which is special for the Android show. You can see this video later. They announced the Jetpack Compose, as I mentioned, now in beta. And they announced that they are now starting the Android Dev Challenge. So what is the Android Dev Challenge? It is a 4 weeks challenge. Every week has its own challenge. And the challenge will start on Wednesday by each week. And there are many cool prizes like a Google Pixel and other cool prizes that you can win it. Besides, if you enter the challenge and use the hashtag DVD GDG Helwan and Kotlin APIs user group, there will be an extra gift from us. We'll make a drift, and one of you will win a subscription for all the products of JetBrains. So let's now talk more about the Android Dev Challenge. This is the topic of our meeting today. So how can I enter these pages? First, I will go to developer.android.com, and I will get all the information about the announcement that they made on the 24th of February. And about this challenge will be on landing page google.com/the Android show, or from this link. You can directly go from developer.android.com. The information of the information about the challenge, you can find it from here. If you click read more, it will direct you to this page. So the challenge of the week, the first week number 1, it will be about puppy adoption app. All what you must concern about is the UI. You don't have to tackle anything in the code. You don't have to do any fancy writing some MVP, MVC pattern, or write test, unit test, nothing like that. Only you have got to do is to create 2 screens. The first screen will have a list of puppies, and the second screen will be a detail page. To understand more about this project or this app, in foreign countries and in US, they do have adoption centers for stray animals that they find in the streets. And there are special shops that you can go and adopt a dog to make it your own and take him home. So you will make a website that will have a list of puppies, which is small dogs, and the user can just see these puppies, and if he found something cute, he will click on it, and it will redirect him to the second page. Nothing fancy, as I mentioned. You don't have to write any code. But how can they see your progress and what you already done? By creating 2 artifacts, but we are going to talk about that later. So this first week competition is till the March 2nd. So we got only 2 days, I'm afraid so, but it will be about 2 days and a half because it's on PST, which is US time. So it will give you extra time. and extra hours. So about 2 days and 8 hours. So what we are going to do, as I mentioned, you are going to create 2 screens by using Jetpack Compose, and then submit your entry from here. The UI must be fully in Compose. The submission only be judged based on your app's UI layer. And these are some links that you need to learn, which is how to create a layout using Jetpack Compose, how to make a list using Jetpack Compose. And if you want to learn more or learn about Jetpack Compose because it's the first time to use it, this will direct you to this page, Thinking in Compose. The Google team, the one who created the Jetpack Compose, they had a very simple documented with illustration and with code snippets and how can you create your design, layout, theming lists, text, graphics, animation, gestures, all in Jetpack Compose. You will find it very easy, very professional, very powerful, and very small, that you don't have to read a lot of blogs or a lot of external materials. You can just go for, either from that link, Compose Pathway, or you can go from developers.android.com and just click on Jetpack. And after that, you click on Compose. So he's asking you, are you a cat person or a dog person or a puppy person? Submission for any type of pet adoption are welcome. So it's any kind of pet adoption. So if you say, no, I don't like puppies, I like more cats, oh, no problem. Do yours in cats. As I mentioned, there are a lot of prices, not only the Google Pixels that they mentioned, but also this week prices will include for the first 500 submission and successful complete the challenge. You'll get a Lego bricks on the shape of the jetpack. Yay! Don't forget to use this handler. Of course, when you finish your project, it will be very useful if you use this hashtag in your Twitter account or your Facebook account or even on LinkedIn account with the images of your application. And don't forget to use hashtag GDG Helwan, so you can also enter the draw for the JetBrains account. So how can I create this application? It is very simple. As I mentioned here in the challenge, you've got to open this repo, GitHub repository template. So they already created a template for you. So you don't really have to start from scratch. In this repo, the first thing that they mention that you have to download Android Studio Canary build. Why? Because the beta version of Jetpack Compose is enabled only now for the Canary build. Until more achievement and in the coming weeks, it will going to the stable. But for now, just to do the challenge, you need to download the Android Studio Canary. But I don't like to download Canary. Why? Because it will mess up with my current project. Actually, no. Canary build will not be on top of your other Android Studio if you already have an Android Studio IDE in your device. This can be in a separate folder, and it will have its own artifacts. And as you know, it's only you will extract the files. It's nothing to be installed in your device and will overwrite something else. You will only extract it in a different folder, and you can name the folder Canary with no problem, and it will work with you like a charm. And also, if you downloaded the Canary build, you will get the Canary badge. Oh, what are these talks about the badge? Actually, Google and they created this new profile. Till now, these profiles are in private. It will only show you your advancement, but I believe it will only be for a while until it's open globally wide and everyone can see your profile. every activity you will do as a developer. If you finished, for example, a kind of code lab, if you finished, if you downloaded the beta version or downloaded the canary version, you'll go to your own badge and then you can put it in your favorite badge. Yay! Okay. Don't like it? No problem. You don't have to. But I see that it might be somehow fascinating. So after further submission, you will got to submit your the link of your repo. Of course, you will make you make your own poll and create your own repo, and you submit your own repo link in this link. And as I mentioned, the whole UI should be in the Jetpack Compose, and they will also check your code through their lint and their CI, which is called Spotless. But as I mentioned, that you will not create any code. So how can they see their app? In this folder, where is it? In the result folder, you will upload 2 images for the 2 screens. The first one, you will name it screenshot_png. And the second one, we will call it screenshot_2.png. And you can also create a video recording for your application and upload it to the same folder and name it video.mp4. Then you will have to delete the readme.md, which is this file, and replace it and rename the readme dash template.md to readme.md. Instantly, it will take the place of this MD, and when you open your page and your application, you will find that your images already replacing these images. So they only put a placeholder for the application, and when you upload your images, it will replace these images in this placeholder. Of course, you need to edit the description. You will put the title of your application here. You will write your description, motivation, and context. And of course, you can add the handler, which is hashtag Android Dev Challenge and hashtag GDG Helwan and hashtag Kotlin Cairo User Group. If it is too much for you, I will write it to you and submit it to you on the screen. Of course, I will share it to you. And then you will finish the first challenge of the first week, and we can meet again on the second week and see what new challenges they are offering us. I will try in the coming couple of days, if not tomorrow, to create my own application and share it with you, so you can have a very good look at it. Also, you can. I will try also to publish a video on our channel, which is you can find on GGG Helwan and me Shady Selim channel. You'll find some beautiful and some helpful videos here in the Jetpack Compose. I compiled some videos from the 24th that can be useful for you. And here you will find the video for our challenge that tell you in steps. I will record the video while I'm coding this challenge actually. So you can find in steps how I am writing my Compose pages. Don't worry if you have no idea, or if you are new to Compose and you didn't compose before. Don't worry at all. Me myself have the same experience, and I believe that challenges is the ones that drive me to do and excel in things. The first Android mobile application I made, it was in challenge for Samsung. It was called Untitled Challenge. It was in 2012. I challenged myself to create my first Android application in a very tiny short window to enter the challenge, and actually I won the prize of participation. I didn't win the first prize or the second prize, but it was enough for me to participate and to create my first application that was my own prize. Also in Flutter, last year, also in January, there was a challenge called Flutter Clock Watch. It was a challenge to create a watch face using Flutter. Also, for me, it was the first time to write Flutter, and the challenge itself was I was challenging myself, because you can only challenge yourself to be better one. You don't have to challenge others. So I challenged myself, and I learned Flutter UI and created my first application. It wasn't only UI; it was also with some implementation to have the clock and ticking, and the clock arm go to 360 degrees. Yeah, it was quite challenging, and I did it. So I also didn't have any experience about Flutter, only read about it, but I didn't read any write any application in Flutter in hand. So you don't have to worry about competing with others. As I mentioned, you will only compete with yourself. About the idea, how can I get the idea of this pit shop or this pit list? How can I imagine these pages? First, you get to imagine by a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper. Just make a draft, make a draw, make a skeleton for your screen, and then implement this screen. If you are out of ideas and you still don't know how to put your text and images and align them, you can just go and search for applications for pets, either on stores or through the search engine, and open the link for the images and see the images for the application which were made especially for the pets adoption. You'll get from there some ideas which you will compile. You can find something which is similar to the ideas that you need to implement, or you can combine some ideas from different resources and create your own creativity and your own idea. Start simple, don't complicate yourself, and remember to add a delicate amount of white spaces. Don't just compress your screen a lot with images and text. Make the page breathe, so it will be easy for the eye to watch, and a good, of course, user experience. So that was for today. I will share with you now the handler that you need to use. Of course, the Android Dev Challenge. Okay. This will be the first handler. And this will be the second, GDG Helwan. And don't also forget to add Kotlin Cairo user group. As I mentioned, that there will be a draw for those who will use this handler within the couple of days, and we'll select one of the competitor of those who submit for the competition after we look into their submission, and we'll give them a prize which is a license for all JetBrains paid service or paid IDEs, which is PyCharm and Jetpack IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate. Is there any API we should use to get this data? No, it will be static, my man. as I mentioned, these are only static pages. We don't have to create any special artifact or anything. And also, let me open the screen again. Here you'll find on GDG Helwan and Shady Selim page, you will find the Android show. We'll find a list for Jetpack Compose. We'll have a very helpful bunch of videos that can just start with. You can just start with. Any questions? I like questions because questions makes me help you to understand more. And if there is something that's missing or you didn't catch, I can help you with it. This is the link for the Dev Challenge. You can also submit your entry from here. And these are the conditions and rules that we already mentioned. And this is week 1 challenge, API adoption. Okay, if you don't have any question, I will have to farewell you by now. And as I promised, I will submit a repo with a simple design and will share it with you. And also we'll share with you a video to how to write your first 2 screens on Jetpack Compose. What is workflow result? Sorry, Anwar, I didn't catch up your question. There will be a prize for the first 500 submission from Google, special prize beside a draw that they will make globally for all the submissions, and they will have many of their surprises like Pixel, Google Pixel 4 and other cool stuff. And also there will be a draw from us as a GGG Helwan Kotlin Cairo user group team that will give you a license for IntelliJ IDEA or Jetpack. Yes, IntelliJ IDEA or PyCharm or whatever application that's been made by. So Anwar, can you make your question more clear? Okay, so if you don't have any further questions, let's close up our session for today. And hopefully we can join again on Wednesday with the new challenge to understand more about the new challenge. At README file, there is something workflow. What does that mean? Okay. I'm sorry, I can't find anything related to workflow. Can find it. Yeah, okay. The GitHub Actions workflow should complete successfully, which means that after uploading your materials, your images, as I mentioned, Spotless, which is Google CI that is made for this project, it will look into your project. Also, they will use Spotless Killent that you can also use it in your project to make sure that your code is formatted in the right way and it's written in the right way. because there will be unit testing to test your functionality, because you won't have any functionality. So they will only test your UI, and your UI is not clickable because it's only static screens. So they'll test that your code is structured well. Yeah, fine. Okay. Hope you got it. They did even mention that you can also run the spotless in your device or in your laptop or in your PC before submitting it, to check of your code and make any changes before submitting it or before pushing it into your own repo. By using this line, Gradle law, app spotless apply. Okay. Happy coding, everyone. Hope to see your applications to make for the first time. Yeah, see the videos and learn from these. Yep, from here. Read design, layout, theming, list, text, graphics, animation, gestures. So there are only seven links that you got to go through. If you want to understand more about Jetpack Compose, you can read this page. It's not that lengthy. It will be only a start to understand what is Jetpack Compose and how it does work, which is Jetpack Compose mindset. Managing state, it is something you can do, but it's something which need more dynamic code, and we will not touch code in this stage. And life cycle and side effects also, we won't touch it in that stage. It might be within the next couple of weeks. So make it simple, don't complicate it on yourself, make it beautiful, attracting, and user-friendly. These are my advice. And of course, to check your code before submitting it by using this command. Okay, thank you all. And it was nice to have you again with us, Gigi Helwan. And we were happy to have you. Keep following us for coming events. And happy coding, everyone. Stay home, stay safe.